Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the iRacing Skippies series this week at the Suzuka circuit. As you can see out of us here with Gem Knight, who is starting beside me is the words I was looking for. It's gonna be an interesting one. This track and I are having a battle this week. We are in the second slip, I can't speak today apparently, second split, of which we are ranked pretty high in, so it's important to come home with a decent finish here, or we're gonna hurt in the iRating. Here we go. Good luck. You too.
Green, green, green.
Everybody a little late on that one, actually. And a lagger up front.
Are on your right. Still there. Clear on the right.
These front two have got some interesting connections.
I'm getting that for everybody. Except me.
We're also on a European server, which is less than ideal for us. It's unusual for it to be on the European server since there's only like less than a third of the people in the race that are European. But it is what it is. We shall deal with it. Jim had some issues in his qualifying laps. I think he has a good bit more pace than I have here. So if he gets a nice drafting maneuver down the backstretch, which is highly likely at this track, I'm not going to be too apt to try and block any maneuvers. Let's hope the Laggy McGee couple up here end up having some issues.
Are on your right.
I don't know if I would try that, Jem.
Still there. Hold your line. Keep left. All clear, all clear.
That was a pretty decent line through there. It's at least held me in the draft of these two, which should save me from an immediate draft pass. But with these two lagging like that, it's going to be mayhem. For them to try and pass each other. Jeez. It's really hard to judge your braking points on a car that's only there 10% of the time.
Yeah. And when you do stuff like that.
2 minutes, 25.
Fiction it code, iRacing. It never used to do that.
Or, you know, put Americans on American servers.
I've been on Euro servers, but never usually this bad. That's like hardly even doable.
Seems like Matt is a rager.
The one in front of me?
No, Max.
Oh.
Oh yeah, you have voice off.
That was an excellent place to distract me, by the way.
Nailed it.
Yeah, I put voice off for a damn good reason. I don't see how these two don't wreck each other as close as the racing doing all that. Maybe they don't do it to each other? You scared me.
Good.
I have enough frightens ahead of me.
Are on your left.
All
Stay
right.
right.
This will be interesting.
Stay right. All clear, all clear.
Thought he would run wide, and he did.
Got one on your right. All clear, all clear.
I feel I was very nearly booped.
24.514.
Something is happening back there. This is very awkward because the leaders should be faster than me by the times they were running, but they keep screwing each other up. And it's keeping this whole pack together doing that, which is the opposite of what you want at a drafting track like this. Jeez. His car just lagged entirely through mine.
Oh, I saw him go way off to the right.
Oh, it went like directly through my car, and my car made damage noises, so we'll see. iRacing, please. Like, what am I gonna do? Try and pass him? His car is everywhere all the time. It's an impossible situation. I'm taking it easy through this turn because this turn makes me very nervous. It's like maybe you got a little breathing room behind you.
Just a bit.
Come on, take each other out. You know you want to. I don't really know how you aren't. Like, I want to get really mad at these two. It's not their fault.
24.114.
If anything, it may be more on our end.
Can't pass somebody that you don't know where they are.
Yeah.
That whole section, if you miss one of those apexes, you paid the price through the whole thing, and that was the case there. And it log jams the pack behind you. Because there's nothing anybody can do. You can't pass anybody too cleanly through there. This is a very high-stress situation, so I'm probably not very talkative. I was stressed out about this race to begin with because I was not very comfortable with the car here. This is not making that situation better.
Got one on your right. Still there? Hold your line.
Oh man.
Clear on the right.
I don't like that. I'm really surprised how the lead car is able to hold it.
2 minutes
I know.
24.192.
Okay, 13's the really bad one. He's actually doing a little bit better these last few laps. If I'm going to do anything, I'm going to do it very late in the race. So there's less opportunities to be wrecked. He was real slow in there, sorry.
It's fine. I was more focused on not running you over.
I know, I could feel that you would because I was very slow. Neither one of them run very clean laps, but they're just a little bit faster.
Yeah. And they blink like crazy.
And that too, yeah. That small factor there.
Top 5 is kind of broken away.
It'll get back together, I'm sure. That's about the closest I've been. Jam is right under me as well, though.
2 minutes 24.108. 5 laps to go.
To go. That is so hairy. Well, this is getting very dirty, but I've just not really had an opportunity to reach over there. That's the front end a bit right there. Trying to get to recover. There we go. Sorry. I'm sure somebody out there was panicking because I was letting it get dirty. Only the second off track. I expected to have a ton of those here. It's only number 2. I'm surprised. The spot I screwed up in qualifying, I could have maybe started ahead of these two. Maybe. Feels like things are starting to slinky back together here again. Miss. Oh no.
Well,
was there a boop or just go around?
there was a
Aww.
It was a go around leading into a boot.
That sucks. Yeah, I feel like I started that whole sequence.
Yeah, when I saw you touch the grass, I'm like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Lost focus going into the turn.
It's one of those situations where you just turn in and it feels like there's nothing in the front end.
2 minutes 23.867.
I saw you braking on grass.
Oh, that might have been it.
Oh, I'll try and fight back through the field. No way I'm catching you guys.
Just do a quick spin.
Nah, I didn't end up in a good place.
Well, the most ideal scenario out of this is that the front three can break away now, and then on the last lap, try to settle this fairly. That's the ideal scenario. If that'll happen or not depends on these two running clean lines. As of right now, ain't happening. Chops it down in there. He's pretty confident. Pretty confident. I still feel a little bit confident that we may end up with these two taking each other out situation.
Good job. The next car is the leader.
I literally just said the words. We may end up in a situation where these two take each other out. And they took each other out.
And of course, it was the lap after I died.
Of course. We could have had so much fun. Of course, now I gotta try and hold the lead by myself. Where did my mobile braking markers go? Hey, you can see-
Unfortunately, I'm back with the laggy guys.
Lovely. It's very difficult to follow cars for a bunch of laps in a row, and then all of a sudden you have to find your own braking markers. I'm trying to run nice and easy here. He says getting loose in turn one. Second place will smell blood here. All he needs is about a 1 second gap in order to draft right up to me. We just have to run very clean lines, no mistakes, no issues. That's good. There's some turns like that one, but those two have been holding me up the whole time. So we might get a little bit of a speed gain there for the draft that we're losing down the straightaways. Hairpin. Problem is, those two are running together. Which, if they're smart, they can run faster together. What we're doing on the exit here. And I did. Two laps to try and hold a 2 second lead with two cars that are in draft. Let's see what we can do with it. It's been a long time since I've been in a situation like this. I will take off tracks if I need to in order to run safe lines at this point.
2 minutes 24.8. 2 laps to go.
This is a tough one. Just wants to walk around a little bit there. And then push wide on exit. Thanks for that big chunk of rubber on the track. Needed that audio distraction. Whenever I get real focused on hitting marks like this, I always start to like lean in the chair and like lean with the turns, move my whole body with it. Holding steady for now. They're still passing each other back there, and that's perfect for us. Instead of working together, they're working against each other. Okay. That's the turn that is the most pulsating, heart-creating turn on this track. There are many, but that one's the most. Pushing it wide out of there is another one, but it's not bad right now. There's the white flag one more time. 3 seconds behind us. All we have to do is just not completely bork this lap up.
1 more lap to win.
That was the fastest lap of the race, 23.7. Feel good about that. Nice and easy in turn 1. Just not gonna push it. I'd rather lose the 10th on a slow entry than the 4/10ths on a pushing down the exit. Some cars really have trouble braking on the curves there. This one's not one of them, thankfully. Alright, just one big troublemaker left to go here. We're in the right gear.
Got about 5 laps.
Lots of extra fuel. A little bit of jets from the tires. Yeah, the fronts actually were a little upset right there, but more than enough gap to not worry about it. Just let it ride. I was worried about them being together, but I think I should have been worried about them breaking apart. That's probably what actually would have helped that gap close down. Nice and easy. No extra risk. Here we go. I think this is my first actual driven victory in a very long time. Very different.
Good job, man.
You need to watch my last lap
Good, huh?
Nice and clean.
in that fast left-hander.
Yeah.
Sorry, Will, I wasn't expecting you to hold it that tight, to be honest. I was going down the left-hand side.
I scrambled up to
I don't know
fifth.
where just
Oh,
about
nice.
left left on it.
Alright,
Nice
apparently
one,
there's some good stuff here with the gym. I'm watching your last lap. The double left-hander is where it is?
No, the last fast left-hander.
Oh, I see. 130R, 103R, whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's quite a glob that was right ahead of you there.
Oh, I got net coated so hard. When he spun me, the net code was pretty bad.
Well, I think that was the theme of the race.
Yeah.
You're headed down the backstretch in the sneak-in draft train. He's got the wide entry. Whoa! I love that was like two completely separate incidents too. Like you were just losing it, and then they wrecked, and then you just saved it next to them.
You'll get it next time, Mark. You'll
Got
get it
pretty
next
lucky
time.
on that one.
Yeah.
Alright, here's the incident. Yeah, clipped a little grass on entry. Oh, I see. That actually played out much differently than I expected. So he was just a little wibbly wobbly on the brakes, and the car behind him didn't anticipate it very well. That sucks. That's a bummer. That'll do it for this week in iRacing. Hope you guys enjoyed. That was probably a pretty good show. Look forward to seeing you next week at Summit Point, a free crazy track here in iRacing.